Ngā mihi o te wā kia koutou katoa. In this episode of Whānau Wellbeing, we'll be covering some clever kai hacks and tips that will come in handy when you have those moments when you run out of a certain ingredient and you think, what can I replace that with?
Yes, we will highlight some key ingredients that you can use in multiple ways in different dishes. Let's get started. Me tīmata tātou.
Now we've all had a moment where we've run out of milk for either a cup of tea or baking. So a great alternative that you can use that also keeps for a long time is canned coconut cream or milk.
It works great in baking, smoothies and rice pudding. Its versatile flavour is also great for soups, curries and more. If you get a thick coconut cream, you can even chill it and then whip it up for a delicious whipped coconut cream for dessert toppings. The best thing is that it sets for longer than dairy cream and it doesn't have all the dairy allergens. So be sure to keep a few cans in the cupboard as a backup.
Now there's nothing worse than running out of cooking oil or butter when you want to fry up some kai or do some baking for the whānau. But one great alternative that you can use is good old-fashioned mayonnaise.
Mayo is 90% oil, so when it melts down it's good for frying up veggies, or you can use it in baking as a replacement for butter. Cool way! Also you can use a light olive oil as a replacement for butter in your baking as well.
One item that we always have on hand is a packet of wraps. Yes, I know they might seem a little bit boring, but let me tell you, there are so many ways to use them.
Yes, we use them as a replacement to layer lasagna. You can use them as pastry for pies, toast them to use as a naan bread for curries, bake them as tacos, layer them for pizza bases, or even cut them up and bake them with oil and salt to make your own homemade chips. They're also affordable and tamariki love them, which is always a plus.
Ko tētahi atu o ngā kaipai ko ngā oti. Oats are another great ingredient that you can use for lots of different recipes and meals. They're great to use in baking like biscuits, muesli bars, bliss balls and apple crumble. You can add them to breakfast options like smoothies to thicken them up, overnight bircher, and you can't forget a classic pot of porridge.
Oats are a great complex carbohydrate. They're good for your energy and keep you fuller for longer.
He rawina wātu ngā panana. Bananas are a superstar fruit, not only for their yummy flavour, but also for their versatility in recipes as well. They're a great natural sweetener in baking, and you can also chop up any old bananas and freeze them for smoothies.
You can halve them and make banana pops dipped in chocolate, or our most favourite way to have them is whipped in coconut cream as a dairy-free ice cream. The texture is so good.
He paite tiamu he kinaki mo ngā momo kai. Jam is another pantry staple that has lots of uses. You can use it to replace chutney, and it's also great to use as a sauce on pizza bases, just like cranberry sauce.
You can mix it through baking to make berry flavoured muffins, and it's a great topping to flavour yogurt or ice cream.
Chickpeas are another underdog ingredient that you can surprisingly use for multiple meal options.
They're great to fill out curries, soups and stews. You can use them to make homemade hummus and dips, and they can also be used as a flour alternative for some sweet baking options like biscuits and brownies.
Cauliflower isn't just good as a veggie. This bad boy can be whipped up to make the yummiest white sauce for things like pasta, pies and bakes.
You can blend it up to make rice, mash it up just like a potato, or freeze it and add to smoothies for extra nutrients and thickness.
He nui ngā painga o te mere.
Honey is a great natural sweetener. It's great for baking, but you can also use it for your savoury dishes by adding it to your marinades and dressings.
Kātahi te kaipai ko ngā tomato. Lastly, it's a great idea to have some backup cans of tomatoes in your pantry. They're great to use as a base for soups and curries. You can also blend them up to make a sauce for lots of Italian dishes, especially for pizza and pasta.
And if you run out of good old tomato sauce, all you need to do is blitz up the tomato, fry off some garlic and onion, add a dash of sweetener, and boom, you have some homemade tomato sauce.
Ko te manako ia I ako koe I te huatau pai, hei hāpai I o mahi kai. We hope that you learned some good kai tips to support your whānau.
As always, we like to hear your tips and tricks as well, so be sure to comment below in the comment box or over on our social pages at Whānau Wellbeing on Facebook and Instagram.
Ma te atua e manaaki e tiaki a koutou I tēnei wā.
Haere rā!